Hello, and welcome to this video. Within this video, I'm going to be answering the age-old question, should you be using Void Ranged versus this little guy over here, Zulrah, or should you be using Dhide? This video is somewhat going to be based on my previous video, Loot from 24 Hours of Zulrah. If you haven't watched it, it's such a great video, and no spoilers, but I get an awesome drop. And if you haven't already, please remember to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon and turn your notifications on. Within this loot video from 24 Hours of Zulrah, I attempt to determine whether or not Range Void or Dhide Void is superior at killing Zulrah. I attempted to use Range Void and Dhide Void for one half of the video each, which is 12 hours each. I personally have 5723 KC at Zulrah, and personally, this has been my gear setup for almost like 90% of it. Void Range and ARAMs. But is it the best? I'm actually led to believe that this setup might actually be superior to Elite Ranged Void. If you didn't already know, Zulrah has 3 phases, whereas if done correctly, you only take damage from one of them. The turquoise or blue phase, which can use both magic and ranged attacks. The magic attacks are more common, therefore you pray from mage. Other than that, she spawns a lot of small snakelings, which either deal damage with melee or mage and can hit up to 15s with only 1 HP. That's why you're using Ring of Recoils. I am by this led to believe that the higher ranged and melee defense would be optimal if the average DPS isn't compromised when killing Zulrah. Well, let's just compare the defense bonuses then. As you already probably know, Void Range has always been known as quite a squishy armor with only 92 melee defense and 97 magic bonus. Magic bonus is actually quite decent comparable to Dhide, with only a range bonus of 93 defense. I'll just throw up the comparison on screen right now. As you can see, the numbers quite different. The stab bonus in consideration, as the snakelings only hit with stab, so that's the only relevant one. As you see, the Dhide setup has a bonus of 63 more in melee than the range setup, than the range void has, and only a slight minus in the magic bonus with -1, and a huge boost in the range defense bonus with +63. But what's the increase in percentages? Actually, the stab bonus is 42.6% higher with the Dhide setup than the Void setup, and 45% higher than the range setup. We can now conclude that the Dhide setup is the more defensive one, which is quite great, I guess, but how does it compare with the DPS output? As you can see, I just put in all the details about both setups in a DPS calculator made by Bitter Cookie I found on Reddit. I've used it tons of times. Big shout out for making it. I'll put a link down in the description if anyone wants to check it out, and sorry if I butchered the name. But here's the DPS. As you can see, there's a big discrepancy in the maximum hit and an even higher discrepancy in the maximum hit with the spec of the blowpipe. But accordingly, there's also approximately 7% accuracy difference between the two setups. This combined with the turquoise/blue phase of Zulrah's defense bonus, the Void setup comes out on top with an output of 7.95 damage per second compared to the Dhide setup's slightly lower damage per second of 7.67. But what does that mean? Is that a high DPS difference? Actually, no, it's only a DPS difference of 3.65%, which is barely even noticeable when killing Zulrah.
But Wiz, what about the kills per hour and the cost? That's important as well.
Well, based on my loot from 24 Hours of Zulrah, you spend about 2000 GP per kill and anti-venoms, which you're gonna need when you're using the Void setup, and about 4.6k per kill when using the Serpentine Dhide setup, which might sound like it's a huge difference, but honestly, the GP per kill is about 120k, you're losing 2k more per kill, and you're getting about 2 kills more per hour. With the Void setup, I got 23.67 kills per hour based on 12 hours, which I believe is quite a decent sample size. It could be bigger, it could be lower, but with the Dhide setup, you got about 2.5 kills per hour, which is, in percentage increase, 7.5% more kills per hour, which I definitely believe is worth the cost. But Why do you get more kills per hour when it's less DPS? Well, actually, you're able to get a lot more kills per hour. Well, I say a lot more, but you might get 1 or 2 kills more per trip with the Dhide setup than with the Void setup with my stats, which is 99 range, 99 defense. But yeah, but honestly, it feels weird for me to say this because I've been using Void and Arims for my whole life at Zulrah. I've killed 5,700 Zulrahs and I've been using Void for all the time. And I might continue because I just think that using Void like this just looks better. It definitely looks better than this. But maybe not, maybe I can make myself be able to use the Dhide setup because it is more efficient, it's more cost effective, you get more kills per hour. So that's my conclusion. Use the Dhide setup. It's better. Simply put, if you want me to make another video just like this, comparing ARMS and Mage Elite Void, please leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please check out my loot from 24 Hours of Zulrah and please subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video and like and comment. Bye!